Hello everyone and welcome to another Starcraft 2 livecast. This is going to be a Master League TvP on, what map is this? Curus Plateau.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So I'll do my best to commentate and describe the strategy I'm trying to implement here,
Not enough minerals.
while playing the game at the same time, which I'm usually not that good at, but we'll see how it goes. So 9 of 11, queue up the next SCV to build my supply depot, and I like to build it somewhere near the most typical cannoning position, just to keep an eye on it, without actually being on the edge of my base.
Not enough minerals.
Curse I like to put is kind of in the middle of my wall.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So he might start the cannons here, he might start them over here. I think those are the two best positions.
You scared me!
Additional supply.
In the rear with the gear.
Then a barracks for that same SCV. Just a little bit of time between making the
Not enough
depot
minerals.
and making the barracks, so
Not enough minerals.
I can kind of poke over here, maybe find a pylon here or something like that. Just give it a little extra defense versus cheese. 13 of 19, I'm actually supposed to queue my next SCV to make my refinery, so I missed that, but more or less did it at the same time anyways.
SCV ready.
And next is going to be another barracks. Which looks like I can afford right now.
I can't build here. SCV ready. What's going on?
First Marine is going to look for a Nexus first build.
In the rear. SCV ready.
We may as well kill this probe first though.
Not enough minerals.
10 forward. That's fine. Aye, aye, sir.
Supply depot. So is orbital reactor supply depot. And then tech lab.
Upgrade complete.
The key is getting the 2 racks up before your second supply depot for any variant of this build order.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Huh? We could use some help here.
Alright, so I know where he's located and I know he hasn't gone Nexus first anyways. Pretty quick stalker and zealot, so he's probably going to poke at my base.
Not
And hopefully I'll get
enough
concussive shell done in time and be able to kill everything. That's my hope.
minerals. Additional supply depots required.
Bad news. SCV ready. This better be good. SCV ready.
Research complete.
What's going on?
Not enough minerals.
Not seeing him poke though.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
You want a piece of me?
With my second Marauder, I'm going to cut across the field now.
Sure thing. Keep your shirt on, Sparky. SCV ready. Go top here.
And we'll get stim.
Armed and ready.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, I missed it.
SCV ready.
Looks like I didn't catch any of the stalkers, which sucks.
By the numbers, boys.
One guy poke around, just kind of look for
SCV ready. Let's have a blast. Will do.
there's a stalker I caught.
Of course. Sure.
So Nexus is almost done. So I guess I'll wait for Stim to come back. He spent so much on Stalkers, I'm not too worried about him having a huge sentry count. Okay, as soon as I see his army, I'm gonna run. Yeah, because I don't think I can beat that.
Oh, it's on. You got it. SCV ready.
Oh, we're gonna be supply capped here. Let's do a call down then.
Big job, huh? You want a piece of me, boy? We can SCV ready.
Whoa. And we'll pull some SCVs now. And we'll attack with stim.
Gangway, coming through.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Not enough.
It's go time. What's going on? This better be good. SCV ready. Orders received.
Not enough minerals.
So SCV's up front. And here we go. And GG.
Replay saved.
So kind of a weird build in that he went Stalker heavy. The thing to keep in mind is if you're doing this 2 racks, when you have like your first 1-2 Marauders out, you have like kind of map dominance at that point. Right up until around 6 minutes and 30 seconds, and that's when his warp gate's done, and that's when he can start outproducing you. So then he has map dominance until you get stim done, and when you have stim done, you're in good shape. So I really expected, since there was load sort so early, I expected him to come poke at my ramp, but he didn't. So I guess he maybe just poked at this ramp. No, he doesn't really care whether I expand it or not. Kind of weird. So when the poke didn't come, I didn't expect him to be in the midfield, so I just kind of sent these guys on A command. And I missed out an opportunity to catch all these stalkers with concussive shell. Now I'm center stepping forward and catching them. Now again, we're at past 630 here, so I feel his army can be bigger. He's lost more than me, so it might still be kind of even just because he's lost more, but yeah, I got pulled back. Maybe I can fight that evenly, I'm not quite sure. He continues to push forward though, so. Without another warp in there, that worked out well for me. And he's actually only on 2 gateways. Third one hasn't even turned into warp gate yet. He's mostly going for the immortal to hold himself. Now I'll rewind back to this point right here when I spot the expo. So right here when I come in with my first 2 Marauders and I see that expo is almost complete, I want to kill him fast at this point. So I have 2 options. One is to immediately pull like 6 or 7 workers, charge them out here, and then attack with my army and the workers. Obviously you don't want to engage with this army against his army until my workers arrive, so poke at this and retreat immediately, or just retreat now, just play it safe. You know, it's probably best just to retreat right now actually. Because you don't know if he'll come down the ramp, throw down a good force field, and catch half your army on its retreat path. The other option is to wait for stim. And since I already had like 50 seconds into stim, I decided to wait for stim and do basically the same thing, an SCV pull with my army, but with stim included. Again, he's not trading well out in the open. He's lost $300 more than I have. And now at the point of attack, Yeah, you can see on the army tab, his army is 1,525, where mine is 1,650. So mine's larger. Plus, I have stim. Plus, I have concussive shell, and I also have another $350 worth of SCVs. SCVs, you gotta be an auto repair. That way, they tank well. They soak up a lot of damage. And usually you trade your SCVs for the Zealots, which leaves your entire Bioforce versus like his juicy Stalkers and Sentries and Immortals and whatnot. Again, the auto-repairing SCV is just soaking up so much damage. Always kite away from the Zealots when possible. So I was pulling those Marines that way, but he'd already left the game. Yeah, kind of a flimsy build, I think, by my opponent here. I'm not sure if 2-gate Robo, especially if you're going Observer first, is strong enough to hold off a 2-Rax. And he got the scout into my base. He knew I was going 2-Rax. If we go back to 4 minutes here. And his view, yeah, he saw the barracks down. So yeah, I don't know. He also built a 3rd gateway and didn't really use it for a little while. Not really spending his chrono boost, spending it on the gateway units, which I guess is okay. This gateway's, yeah, that went like a full minute before it actually got into use. And you can see at the time of attack, he could have actually used that money, production, because he's floating about $700. Yeah, so with that, check the description for a thumbs up link. That's where I give you a link to something in the Starcraft 2 world and trade it for a your thumbs up on my video. It's a good transaction there. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos to come. Thank you everyone, and goodbye.